top 10 free-to-play characters for the month of March 2019. Yes, it's back, baby. Let's go smash it.
ValleyFlyin.
Hey, what's up all you Valley Maniacs? ValleyFlyin here. I am back. Welcome to the channel. Now in this video, talking about the top 10 free-to-play characters for the month of March 2019. I haven't done one of these in a while. I'm going to talk about that in a little bit, why I have not done these. But there's been some changes in the games. And yeah, so anyway, let's get into how this list is defined, because I think that is important. Now, in a previous video, I don't know if you've seen it, but I started to define these as farmable characters. That's how I'm defining free-to-play in my mind, because if you really want to get technical, every single character in this game is obtainable without spending any money. But what I wanted to do is kind of narrow this list down. So if you can farm these characters from a node on like your heroes or villains campaigns, cosmic, whatever, I consider them free to play. If you can farm these in a shop, the arena shop, the blitz shop, the raid shop, and the upcoming Alliance War shop, I consider them farmable as well and free to play. Also, the characters that you could get just from doing your daily activities. So Wolverine, you get him as a daily login character. I consider that farmable and free to play as well. And there is rumors that Captain Marvel is coming through milestones, through daily milestones, and that's how you're going to be able to obtain her. But she's not playable yet, so she's not eligible for the list. Who else is not eligible for this list? Well, let's go take a look at those characters real quick. Now, in my mind, none of these characters are free to play just because you can't farm them every day. This list will change future, but none of these characters in my mind are farmable right now. This includes all your legendary characters right here. This includes a raid character. Even though this raid is going on right now, and technically right now, he is free to play and farmable. Venom is not included on this list. Same thing for Minerva. She has an event going on right now. Don't know when this is going to come back. Don't know how she'll be able to be farmed in the future. So in my mind, she is not free to play. The rest of these characters not included on this list as well. So if you don't see them and you want to make an argument for these characters, it's because in my mind, I don't consider them free to play. All right, so this list, disclaimer here, guys, it is based on my personal playstyle of the characters using these characters and facing these characters. I've faced a lot of these characters. I've faced pretty much all these characters. And I've tried a lot of these characters, especially in the blitz mode, and that is where I have been focused a lot of my attention. Now, if you prioritize raids a little more, or if you prioritize arena a little more, or this upcoming Alliance Wars a little more, your opinions of these characters may change a little bit, but this is based on what I think. So, like I said, let me know if you have a different opinion in the comments down below. I'd love to hear it and your thoughts on why you agree or disagree with this list. Leave it down below. Now, I am playing on BlueStacks right now, so if you want to support the channel, there's a link in the description. You can click on that. The channel gets credit. You get to use BlueStacks, play on your computer for free. There's also a link for Patreon if you don't want to play on your computer, but you still do want to support the channel. At least check it out, see if you like any of the tiers, and if you have any suggestions for me. I do want to make it very valuable for you guys. So let's go over to Photoshop again and take a look at last month's, or not last month's list, the last list I did, which is actually from November of 2018. Boom. This is who I had on the list. Let me actually move out of the way so you can see Quake and SpiderMan right there. These characters, a lot has changed since then. The meta has shifted. Not totally, because Shield was dominant then and Shield is still dominant now. But there's been some changes to the meta. A lot of debuffs and things going on. There's been more characters added. There's been some characters that were very good that were not farmable that are now farmable. So you may see them on the list. And I think the biggest change, which is why I haven't really made a list in December or January or February, is these red stars. They add a whole new wrinkle to this game. And basically, if you get a 6 or 7 red star on a good or better character, you're kind of going to want to go with that character, unfortunately. And that's just kind of how the game is right now. Hopefully they change it. I hope they make some changes. But let's get into this list, guys. All right, so number one, or not number one. Let me clear this out. Let me clear this all out. Boom. And let's get into this list. March 2019, coming in at number 10. Boom! It is Gamora. Yes, Gamora. She was on this list. She's been on every single one of these top 10 free-to-play characters list, ranging all the way. This is her lowest ranking so far, and the reason is I think the meta kind of shifted a little, and she's kind of left behind in that power creep. All right, so very good character still. She is farmable in the Blitz store. She is very good in a Guardians of the Galaxy team. Also very good in a Hero Brawler team. So using Miss Marvel, pairing her with some other characters. Gamora, definitely someone you want to include if you don't already use her on another team. Big thing that she does here is that her special and her ultimate, when you kill a character, your speed bar gets filled by 100%. Now, it's not like Black Panther where if Miss Marvel assists for that kill, she'll still get the speed bar. But it is still a very good skill, and she has a lot of damage, very, very good single target damage dealer. And even with that rework, she was a good character. She's still a good character. The rework didn't affect her too much, but I think the biggest thing that hurt her was just the power creep. Other characters just got a little bit better and are a little more relevant in today's meta. All right, so let's go back to the list. Boom, coming in at number 9. Boom, and it's Rocket. He fell down a little, but he did manage to surpass Gamora. So where can you get Rocket? He is available in the Raid store. And the Raid store kind of rotates these characters, so you might not be able to farm him every single day, but he is in the Raid store, so technically it does apply to the list. Now, the reason I like Rocket is this one right here, this big AoE, and if you pair him with a Star-Lord or a Thanos, who's just giving the energy, very good in the raid, just damaging. I use him in a Blitz team, in a Tech team. He's also very good in a Guardians of the Galaxy team. He does have that Blaster tag and that Cosmic tag, so can help you in the Cosmic campaign and also can help you in that Blaster challenge. So Rocket does a lot of good stuff, and I think at this point in the game, I think he is a more valuable character than Gamora. All right, back to the list. Boom. All right, Photoshop, and here we go. Loki, first time on the list. He just became well, not just, but he became playable since the last list that I did. Farmable on Mystic 3 sticks. Now, important thing about Loki, he does have these tags. He has the Cosmic tag, he has the Mystic tag, and the Villain tag. So those can help you a lot of different game modes. I think what really makes him is this mind control. Applying defense down to the primary target for 2 turns. That in itself is very big, but at the max level of this skill, you're getting mind control 2 enemies to attack the primary target, and that could be a first turn kill, depending on who the opponents are that you're facing, how strong those opponents that you're mind controlling are, and who the actual opponent that you're attacking is. Mirror image just makes the team more survivable. He turns everybody into stealth because mirror images himself 2 to 3 at max level. So some good stuff there, some good survivability, and really helps in that Mystic campaign. I personally don't have him built up too much yet, so I still haven't been able to beat that whole Mystic campaign, but he is a very, very good character. All right, next on the list, we're moving up here. Number 7, boom, it is Quake. Now, she has fallen off a lot since the first list. I know at one time I was considering putting her in the number 1 spot, and she has a very good kit. Nothing about her has changed, but she is the victim of some power creep. She's available in the Arena store, very good in a Shield team, and that Avengers/Shield hybrid team, very, very good there. Has that Shield tag, controller tag, bio tag, and a global tag. So you can use her in a few different raid modes, but I like her because of this basic. I still think it is one of the best basics in the game, attacking primary target, adjacent targets for damage, but the important thing is this slow. It's applied to the primary target and the adjacent target 2 turns. This could really cripple a team when you pair her with Black Widow with those speed ups and then you're slowing down the other team. Oh, that could be rough. What's going on with my microphone? All right. She also has Shockwave, which dispels positive effects from the enemies, and Earthquake, which is a big AoE attack, but it also causes offense down on your enemies. So, really good character, but I think there's a bunch of other characters that just kind of overshadowed her recently. So I dropped her down the list, but I still think she's a very, very good character. If you aren't sure who to prioritize, aren't working on a specific team, I think she could be someone that you could go after. All right, back to the list. Number 6, boom! Deadpool. Now, he was on this list before because I did have different criteria, and he was farmable at one point. He had an event, he had some raids. Now he's in the arena store, though, so totally farmable. And he is very good for that hero brawler team. Let's take a look at his kit real quick. He does have that mutant tag, doesn't mean too much now. So if the mutants become a little more relevant in the meta, and I'm not talking about the Brotherhood, I'm just talking about like a normal mutant team, he may get bumped up a bunch. Has that global tag, X-Force tag, again, that's something that doesn't really mean too much now, but has that mercenary tag. So for that payday event, very, very good character to use for there. The skills I like is this big, you open with this big chain, rebounding chain, 3 to 4 additional targets, so you could hit 4 to 5 targets on this opening chain at max level. But this is the big move. Attack the most injured target of 550% damage, ignores taunt, on kill gains regenerate, so very, very strong character. The other thing that is very strong about him, we're kind of in a debuff meta now with the Brotherhood applying disrupted, blinds, slow, there's characters that do stun, and Deadpool can still be stunned, but every other negative effect, he will gain heal, 15%. Oh, he'll still heal, but it won't affect him. So blind, you can't blind him. So he's a very good counter to the Brotherhood, which is one of the meta teams right now. So good stuff, Deadpool. He is on the list this month. I think he's a good character, but there are other characters that are better than him. I got 5 that I think are better than him. Who do you think they are? Let's see. Boom! Number 5 is Yondu. He has fallen off a bit as well. Oh, let me move so you can see him a little better. There he is. And he is farmable on day 1. So a very brand new player. You can farm him on your first day on Heroes 1-9. Very, very easy stage. Also available on Nexus 6-9. But one of the reasons that I think he's very good, he has a bunch of very important tags. Let's go take a look at it. Villain. So for the villain campaign, for newer players, if you haven't passed that, Yondu, very good character for that. He could also go into that Cosmic campaign, the Mystic campaign, and then the Ravager. He has that Ravager tag, so you could use him to unlock Star-Lord. So he does a lot of different things just with his these tags. But his kit is still very good. The thing that I think still annoys me to this day is this Century Hunter, where he is choosing 2 random allies or enemies. If they have a positive effect, copy that positive effect to the self and clear the positive effect from that enemy. So when I'm going against Yondu with a shield team or someone that really buffs themselves, he could really screw things up if he's stealing those buffs. And I'm trying to plan out the turn order, and Yondu steals a speed up. It just kind of throws everything off. Big AoE here on his ultimate. He has some summons on his special, and then he clears 2 positive effects on his basic. So very, very strong kit. Still a very good character, even though he dropped off a little bit. Let's get back to that list there, and let's move it up. So, big surprise here, guys. Boom! It is Ronin. Yes, the meme character for so long, and he is finally on a good list. Not just on a bad list, but he's on a good list. And he jumped up to my number 4 spot from being, in my opinion, one of the worst characters in the game. So let's go take a look at his kit. And this is pretty good. He's farmable in the raid store, guys. He has that Cosmic tag, that Mystic tag, Villain tag. So just like Yondu, he has all those tags, so he can help you in these game modes. He also has that Kree tag. So Kree, one of the new top teams in the game, especially for raids, and he'll be able to help you with that. Judgment, summoning 2 Kree allies, good stuff. Also dispelling 2 negative effects from the allies. So strong skill. He doesn't have a lot of damage, but you're not bringing him for the damage. This is a big skill as well. Attacking universal weapon, attacking all enemies for some damage. The damage is not important, but it is important. But that's not why you're bringing this skill. It is ability blocking, primary target for 2 turns, and ability blocking 2 additional enemies. So good stuff there. Now the rest of this applies more to Kree allies, or his passive applies more to these Kree allies, and not really beneficial in a lot of other teams, but he does have a good dispel here on his basic as well. So very, very good kit. Some very good tags. and much improved. Congratulations to Ronin. We've been talking about him, making fun of him for a while, but it doesn't feel Ronin anymore. When it doesn't mean the same thing when you're saying that as it did about a month or so ago. So let's move on. Next one on the list is, boom, SpiderMan. He is still a good character. Nothing has changed. Even in this current meta, very good character. He is also available in the Blitz store. And he's got a few tags. City, for that ability materials rank up that we just had, the block party event. You could use him there. You could also use him as the 5th member of the Defenders. So if you don't want to use Punisher, don't want to use Miss Marvel, I think the 3rd best person on that team to fill that 5th spot is Spider-Man. So he'll work there. Also, with these new Spider-Verse characters, works well in a full Spider-Verse team as well. Also has that brawler tag, so very good in a hero brawler team as well with Miss Marvel. So a lot of versatility with Spider-Man, a lot of different teams you could use him in, and just the first 2 turns that he does is just devastating. And then if you're playing against him with the AI, that dodge is so annoying. Doesn't dodge as much when he's on your team, but when you're facing him, oh my goodness, that dodge is horrible. These defense downs though, from his special on turn 1 is what really makes Spider-Man a scary character. And if you're using him, he's on your team, you'd be glad to have him. Tangled Web, big damage, slow, stun. This could be a game changer depending if you use this right. And then here's that annoying dodge chance that I'm sure that you guys have seen when you guys have played against him. So good stuff there. Let's move on to the list. Let's speed this up. This video is going longer than I thought. Boom, next on the list, Captain America. I think he's still a good character. I think some people think he's dropped off, and I could see that because the meta has shifted slightly, but still, I need to plan for Captain America. The defense is up when he does that. He's still a good character. Let's take a look at where you could get him. He is available on a couple nodes. Hero 6'9", so not an early character that you could farm, but a very good character. Nexus 5'9" as well. Good stuff. He has that Avenger tag, so works well in an Avenger team. He has a shield tag, so if you want to do like a hybrid shield team with Fury and some other minions, it works well in there. And this important military tag, which looks like it's going to be important for these alliance wars coming up. So the meta has shifted. He's kind of fallen off a little bit, but I still put him on this number 2 spot. Inspire, still one of the best, if not the best move in the game. Taunt, defense up to all allies, granting ability energy to 1 to 2 Avenger allies, and 1 to 2 ability energy for 1 to 2 random allies. So this is such a strong move, does so many different things. He has a attack on his, he gets on his basic, he gets defense up, his shield throw on his ultimate. It's okay, clears 2 positive effects when it chains. And I just think that this Inspire is still such a strong move, and the tags that he has, I still think that he is in that number 2 spot. Now, number 1, I'm sure you guys all guessed it by who's not on this list, but I don't think anything has shifted as far as this guy. Boom! It is Vision, coming in at the number 1 spot. What can I say about this guy? This guy is so strong, so much versatility with this character and his kit. Let's go check out his tags. Hero, Global. All right, here's what we get. Tech. He is the foundation of a very strong tech team because of his passive and those defense ups. Those things are huge. Also works very well in Avengers team, and you could pair him in a bunch of different teams. A lot of versatility. I think the good thing about these top few characters is the versatility that they can bring to your team. Strong basic here. Attacking the primary target, chains, applies offense down to each target, and applies bleed against each tech enemy. Strong skill. Dive Bomb. This is the one that annoys me a lot when I'm facing him. Attacking the primary target and adjacent targets for some damage, but this ability block, the primary target and 1 additional target. This could throw off my whole team and throw off my whole rotation if the AI targets the wrong person. So good stuff, and it allows me, when I'm using him on offense, to target the biggest threat. I usually try to target a Thanos or a Captain America with this. Solar Beam, this is a big one as well, especially for a buff-heavy team. You're going to clear 2 positive effects off of each target. It's an AoE. Scarlet Witch is your ally. You're going to get bleeds as well. And this thing, this is a strong passive. Dodge chance, just like Spider-Man. it seems the AI dodges a lot when you're going against him. So very annoying, but very good if it happens on your turn and you're using him. Defense up for 2 turns. And on spawn, also giving that to tech allies, which is why he is the cornerstone of any strong tech team. That's it, guys. I hope you like this list. Like I said, let me know your opinions, because this is based on my personal playstyle. If your personal playstyle is different, you may have a very different opinion on who are the top characters in this game. So that's it. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please subscribe to the channel, smash on that like button, and join the notification squad. Again, if you want to support the channel, BlueStacks link in the description, Patreon link in the description. If you want to reach out to me, join the community on Discord, and join the movement, guys. Hashtag rework Hulk. Let's see if we can get Hulk into the place that he should be in this game. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time. I want to remind you of one thing. Make sure to do your training, say your prayers, and take your vitamins, dude. I will see you guys next time. ValleyFlyin out.